Bonjour, my name is David DeVere. I'm a wine educator and traveler, and you're watching Savvy Nomad TV, the Eau de Vie edition. This is episode 5 of How to Buy a Wine. Today we're talking Cabernet Sauvignon. I want to buy a California Cab and a Bordeaux Cab, a left bank Bordeaux. Let's go to Costco, see what they got. It's very bright out today, so excuse the sunglasses. But I'm going to hold this and talk to you while I drive to Costco. So we're going to go shopping for Cabernet Sauvignon. That's what we're looking for. Cabernet Sauvignon is a French grape variety. Got a stoplight. It's a French grape variety. It was discovered in France, and it is a cross between Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Franc. So that's where you get the Cabernet Sauvignon. And that was done sometime in the Middle Ages. It's big, thick-skinned grape, so the skins add quite a bit of color to the wine. The thicker the skins, the more extraction in color you get. And higher quality Cabernet Sauvignons are often really dark, almost black in color. Lower quality Cabernet Sauvignons are, well, they're more pale and more red in color. Now, the color of the wine is interesting if you're trying to think about whether you can age Cabernet Sauvignon, because some Cabernet Sauvignons are quite age-worthy. If they are a deep, dark red color, that means the acidity level is quite high and you can age the wine. If it's more purple or blue, it means the acidity is lower, the pH level is lower, and that wine is not as age-worthy. So there you go. Now, we're going to look for a Cabernet that is... What is this car doing? They're slightly pulling off to the side of the road. Okay, we'll go around them. Anyway, we're going to look for a Cabernet Sauvignon that is from France. That's a Bordeaux style wine. And we're also going to look for one from California, because we're comparing old world and new world styles. Now, you can get Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile, from Australia, from Argentina, from Washington State. It's broadly made. You can get it in lots of different styles and types, but in Europe, particularly, it comes from France, although you can find some Cabernet Sauvignon that is made in Italy, and those are usually blends called Super Tuscans. Now, blending is an interesting part of this, because Cabernet Sauvignon is so astringent, meaning it's got a lot of tannins and it's very drying to the mouth. It's very grippy. It's blended with other grape varieties that are less grippy. So you will blend Cabernet Sauvignon with Merlot. You'll blend it with Petit Verdot, Syrah, Petit Syrah, Cabernet Franc, and all of those blends are in all the wines that say Cabernet Sauvignon. It's some level. They don't usually tell you. The rule of thumb is that if it says Cabernet Sauvignon on the bottle and it's from California, let's say, then it has to be 75% Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, if it's from France, of course, they're not going to put Cabernet Sauvignon on the bottle. You're going to have to turn the label over, or you're going to have to know your French geography. All right, when I get to Costco, we're going to learn about French geography and Bordeaux. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm almost there. Okay, before going in, let's talk real briefly about Cabernet Sauvignon Bordeaux blends. Bordeaux is broken into three regions. There is the left bank, the right bank, and an area called Entre deux Mers, the entrance of two seas. And really, left and right don't make any sense, because it's really left is south, right is north. But if you were going out to sea, the south bank would be on the left and the north bank would be on the right. Okay, so that's how they do it in France. In fact, that's how it is in Paris. The left bank is considered the area in the southern part of the city, below the river, and the right bank is the area north of the river. Okay, anyway. Left bank Bordeaux blends are Cabernet Sauvignon dominant with Merlot a subset, a lesser amount. Right bank Bordeaux blends are Merlot dominant with Cabernet Sauvignon as a lesser amount. Okay, let's go see what they've got inside. So here we are. We've got Cab, Beringer, Knights Valley 22. We've got the Raymond Napa Cab 34. And then we've got another one, Paso Robles, 20 bucks. Another Napa 30. This is all the Napa area. Columbia River Valley, $13. That's a pretty good deal. Duckhorn, 30 bucks. It's a pretty good deal. Stellenbosch, that's from South Africa, 19. More Sonoma, 19. $26, Philip Long. Here's another example of Cabernet Sauvignon, 30 bucks, but this is from Italy, so it's a Toscana Cabernet Sauvignon. Interesting that they're labeling it Cab from Italy. A lot of times the blends are known as Super Tuscans. Here's a really fine wine, winner of the Judgment of Paris. This is the $120 Stag's Leap Cabernet Sauvignon. Another thing you might see, which is the word red blend. That's a wine that has no primary grape, so nothing more than 75%. So it's a blend of Merlot, Cab. You're not really sure. You'd have to look it up. Maybe it says so on the back. It doesn't, but at $44, I'm not gonna buy it. So this is a Bordeaux red blend. It doesn't tell you anything about it. It doesn't tell you what it is. Deep ruby color. So you look at it and it says Côte de Bordeaux Blé. Well, I know that the Côte de Blé, I'll put a map up, is over in the right bank area. So that's a Merlot blend for $6.99. That's a pretty good deal. Well, this is a Kirkland Bordeaux Superior, $6.99, and it tells you blend 60% Cabernet Sauvignon, 40% Merlot, aged in French oak for 12 months. That's gonna be our pick. So we're gonna pick this one, $6.99. That's our French version. Now we've got to find an English or a non-French version to compare it to. Here's a Bulgarian Cab for $6.99. Rough day. It could be. I guess we'll try it. This will be our other cab. Okay. All right, well, there weren't a lot of options for Left Bank Bordeaux. We ended up buying this one, Bordeaux Superior from the Kirkland brand. It was $6.99. Well, that left me with no other option but to try to find a cab for $6.99. You know, that's actually kind of hard to do. So I bought Rough Day from Bulgaria. Ooh, it could be a rough day. Anyway, we're going to compare $6.99 Bordeaux Superior with a Rough Day Cabernet Sauvignon from Bulgaria. That'll be interesting. This is bottom of the barrel basement bargain wine. I mean, $7. And I couldn't leave it at that. I thought, gosh, I really want to talk about jammy, yummy, big New World cabs. So I ended up buying the Kirkland brand Napa Cabernet Sauvignon and another brand, I'm not even sure how you say this, Daou? I don't know. Anyway, this was $19.99. This was $19.99. Okay, so that means I've got 4 wines. Well, I'm going to have to break this into 2 parts. We're going to have part 1, buying it, part 2, tasting the cheap stuff, and part 3, combining or tasting the 2 cabs from California, because this is an interesting style and you need to know about this. All right, so that's it. Next week I will be doing the $6.99s. The week after I'm going to do the $20 cabs, and we'll see what kind of scores they give us. Until then, I hope you have a good day. It's bright and sunny. I'm going to go out for a walk in the cold snow, and that's it. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and I look forward to hearing your comments and possibly meeting you digitally next week when we taste our $6.99 cabs. Okay, until then, I say à tout à l'heure and cheers.